It's the most wonderful time of the year. Bowl games are playing and Marshall is losing 'cause this is bullshit. We lose every fucking year. Welcome to the Skoop Sportz podcast, everyone. Two Marshall fans salty about the loss to Louisiana. My name's Alex, and beside me is Will.
We gave up 20 unanswered.
It's not an excuse, bro. Willie got rocked.
We
Should have had everyone fired up.
We gave up 20 unanswered. Oh no, fuck that guy. Fuck Louisiana after that. That's bullshit.
Yeah, that was dumb.
I don't even care that we lost to them. Cool. Okay, we lost to a ranked team. Awesome. It's just really the story of the year. And again, well, you might as well just get to the first talking point. Marshall's lost to the Cajuns. Anyways, we were up in the fourth. Then we gave up 20 unanswered. Like,
Louisiana's a bunch of bitches, though. God damn. I
that
have
was
respect
stupid.
for Louisiana.
That was awful.
Because, they were a fellow group of five school in a lower conference at the time, and they were ranked, so I'm like, all right, cool-ass name. I respect them. And that game alone, it all just evaporated.
That was just stupid. That was just stupid. I mean, I'm not even mad that we lost to them. Well, I kind of am, but, I mean, that's just the nature of being a college football fan. Mm-hmm. You get angry at losses.
Angry.
But I went onto their page and said, "Good game, guys. Hope to see you guys soon," and all that, because sportsmanship. That's just how it is, how it should be at least. But I did straight up mention the fact that was just some bullshit. The fact that they were all celebrating the fact that he almost got his head taken off. Like, what the fuck?
It was a clear, fair catch too. And let me
targeting.
No,
and
wait.
Targeting.
Time out. There's also a debate on the fair catch debacle. You are looking at the returner the entire time. This is coming from a fellow player. I played punt team at some points.
Uh-huh.
You're looking at the returner. There is no way you don't see him waving.
Yeah, it was intentional. You could tell it was intentional. That's just stupid.
So, no, he saw the fair catch.
That's fine.
He was looking at him the entire time.
That's fine. Teams like Louisiana always fizzle out, and if Louisiana fans see this, cool. I don't care. Because teams like Louisiana always fizzle out. Look at Appalachian State. I mean, they're still good, but they're not what they were.
No.
Look at Coastal Carolina. They had that one good year.
You know what started them to be bad?
What?
Us.
Well, Louisiana, I guarantee, watch. They're going to lose all of them.
Peanut punch!
They're going to lose all of them, and they're going to lose all of those, all those recruits that they got. They're going to lose all the good players, and they're not going to be good again. Watch. And that's fine. They're bringing up, we beat Marshall. You put up 20 unanswered. Congratulations. That's just kind of the story of the year. We've given
against
up big leads.
Against a 7-5 team.
We've given up big leads all season.
That's nothing new.
ECU, we were up 17, lost in the fourth after giving up 21 unanswered.
App State,
we were up in the fourth, gave up 10 unanswered.
Western, we were up.
Western Kentucky, we were up 14-6 and lost 46-7 in the second half.
So nothing new in that.
I mean, I'm not upset about the Western Kentucky thing after seeing what they did to App State. But.
Mm-hmm. I kind of want to thank Western. Fuck App State.
Mm. I mean, and that just kind of brings me to another side point before we get to the next one. Congratulations to Bailey Zappi. I don't give a fuck about the hate that he's getting. Okay, listen. We hate WKU.
Yeah.
We fucking despise the Hilltoppers. We do. They despise us. It's a mutual feeling.
It's the whole point of a goddamn.
It's a rivalry.
That's
but here's the thing. What Bailey Zappi did, it does not matter what level you're playing at. It is impressive.
That is impressive. Yeah, doesn't matter.
5,900 yards in a year.
The MAC, the SEC, it's impressive.
It doesn't fucking matter. And he did this against top teams too.
Michigan State.
Yeah, he put up over 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. I don't remember the exact number, but he put up over 400, I think almost 450 yards and 3 touchdowns, no picks against Michigan State. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Did that against Indiana too, and almost beat Indiana. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know Indiana's not that great, but they're a Power 5 team. Okay, y'all can't go on saying he's not throwing against good teams. He did just as fine, if not better, against those good teams. So, I mean...
And Marshall is a traditionally good team. We just had
on defense.
We just had new head coaches here.
But, even still, there should not be any hate on this man. Yes, I do agree. Joe Burrow's season was much more magical.
Yes.
Okay, I got that.
Bengals
and Joe Burrow's
bias.
probably...
Bengals bias.
Shut the fuck up.
Bungle bias.
I am wearing my Bengals jersey right now, actually. But anyways, no, in all seriousness, and everyone will attest to this too, Joe probably is the better quarterback still. But you cannot
don't discredit the man.
Don't discredit,
for the season he's had.
62 touchdowns to just 11 picks.
It's like the Martinsburg receiver who tore up my alum Huntington for 8 fucking touchdowns. That's a one-man team.
Like, I don't care what anyone says. Congratulations to Bailey Zappi. I hope you make it far. I mean, with a quarterback in a conference like the Conference USA, it's kind of hard to predict how he's going to do in the NFL. But we'll see what happens. I'm not going to discredit. Not that great, but you never know. You never know. I mean, I don't want to say Carson Wentz. I mean, Carson Wentz has his moments, but he's in the NFL. He's still playing in the NFL, and he's from North Dakota State. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, an FCS team. So, FCS powerhouse, but it's an FCS team. But I'm going to stop rambling on about it. Congratulations to Bailey Zappi. Incredible accomplishment. Let's move on to the other bowl games that happened. So, let us see. It's not touchscreen?
It's not touchscreen, buddy.
You're a loser.
You're a loser.
You're a fucking loser. Anyways.
It's not touchscreen. just scroll up. You don't even got just put 2 fingers on it and you can just scroll up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've never used a MacBook before. So, anyways. All right. So, we've got some games here. So,
oh my God, Middle Tennessee won?
Yeah, Bahamas Bowl. Middle Tennessee got the W over Toledo. So that's a check mark for me.
Fuck you.
That's a check mark for me because I believed in Middle Tennessee. I believe they can get it done because, Toledo, even after, almost beating Notre Dame, I mean, it's good, but then they didn't look much better the rest of the season. So
this one we were kind of good. We were right on.
Yeah. Coastal. Yeah, I actually picked Coastal to cover this game. I did not expect Northern Illinois to keep up. Actually, did I? No, I did not. I picked Fresno State to cover. I was thinking about that. No, Coastal I expected not to cover, and they didn't cover.
We need a break.
Yeah, we do. Oh, that's fine, because we're going to be starting basketball here soon. So.
True.
Anyways. But yeah, Coastal got the win nonetheless. It was a good game. That was a really fun game to watch.
Oh, yeah.
So, hey, I actually tuned in for that one, because when I saw the score was like that high at halftime, I was like, oh, okay. I might tune in for this. So I tuned in for the second half, and it was really fun to watch. I watched some highlights of it, too. It was great. Coastal Carolinas. Bless you.
Hey,
Coastal Carolinas.
Another one. Wait. Maybe?
Okay. Coastal Carolinas' very first bowl win. Very first bowl win.
Really?
Yeah. Congratulations to Coastal.
We were not alive whenever we got our first bowl win.
Right. Anyways. Next one up, and this one was history. The Boca Raton Bowl, WKU versus App State. And
Marshall will always have the largest margin of victory in the Boca Raton Bowl history ever.
Are you serious? Did we really?
Bro, remember when we kicked the shit out of NIU?
I mean, yeah, but is that really the biggest?
Maybe. I'm almost certain. We dropped like 50 on.
Well, we won 50. I think it was 52-21. That was the score, I think.
I remember it being like a lot lower.
No, they had 21.
Did they?
Yeah.
Check.
They had 21.
Check it right now.
I will check it right now.
Check it right now.
But looking at that, Bailey Zappi had 6 touchdowns to 0 picks, over 400 yards. He had a big fucking game in that game and made history in the process. So WKU won. I was right on that one too. You picked App State.
Fuck you.
So, but yeah. That's so far I'm 3-0, and you're 1-2. Am I gonna rub it in? Of fucking course I am. He's actually looking it up right now. I could just look up Marshall's whole ass fucking schedule from that year.
Shut up.
Yeah, that was from 2014. That magical year that Marshall had.
52-23.
Yeah. So yeah, it was 23. Yeah. All right. But yeah, there we go. But moving on to the PUBG Mobile New Mexico Bowl.
Shut up.
We had Fresno State against UTEP, and I expected Fresno State to cover and blow them out. That didn't happen. It was actually a really close game, a really fun game to watch. UTEP was up for a bit, too.
Okay, the largest margin of victory was in 2017 between Florida Atlantic and, I see, Florida Atlantic played Akron.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Oh, there you go. But, and they were also at home.
I'm unfortunately wrong.
But Fresno State got the win nonetheless, even though they didn't cover. I picked them to cover. So on my spread picks, that's my first loss, actually. So, oh well. But Fresno won nonetheless, so we were both right on that. So, because I don't think you pick spread picks, do you? I typically do, but not here.
I just pick who I think is going to win.
Well, here's one that we were both wrong on. The Independence Bowl, number 13 BYU.
This kind of gave me hope for the upcoming bowl that Marshall, which was playing in.
Yeah.
Thank you, English.
BYU versus UAB. We both picked BYU. UAB came through in the fourth. Clutch touchdowns, 131-28 over number 13 BYU. And
I feel a little bit better losing to UAB now.
Here's the thing. I had a gut feeling that this was going to happen, but I still picked BYU because of their offense. It didn't happen.
To my world.
It didn't happen.
Every single time I go with my gut feeling, I'm always wrong.
That's my first loss so far. I'm 4-1.
That's my what? Fourth?
That's your third. That's your third one. You're 2-3.
Yeah.
Moving on, we had the Lending Tree Bowl, Eastern Michigan versus Liberty, and Liberty won and beyond covered. We were both right on that one.
Oh, that was the bowl I was watching. That's right. God, Liberty kicked the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Bro, I was watching that. I'm like, come on, put on the Marshall game.
It looked like Liberty from last year.
It did.
Yeah. All right. Liberty's gonna be in the Conference USA soon. So.
Mm-hmm. Good ad for Conference USA, I guess.
Yeah. It's a team that don't play on Sundays, though. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're a team that don't play on Sundays. I know BYU doesn't. But anyways. We got the LA Bowl, the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl. We've got Utah State.
Inaugural game, where, fun fact, the biggest and most powerful and largest T-shirt cannon was fired.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a whole ass YouTube video on the guy who made it. Oh, okay.
I did too, yeah. But Utah State versus Oregon State. Oregon State was favored to win. We both picked Utah State.
We did it. We just called the upset.
So
holy shit.
So Utah State won pretty good too. So here's another one we were both wrong on. It was the New Orleans Bowl. Let's just go ahead and get out of the way. We've already talked about it. Number 23, Louisiana versus Marshall.
I smell a new rivalry, and I'm excited.
Let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. Marshall lost. We both picked Marshall. Let's move on.
I'm excited new rivalry.
Right. Myrtle Beach Bowl, Old Dominion versus Tulsa. I expected it to be close, and it was until the fourth. Tulsa won it, though. We both picked Tulsa. We both got it right. Woo-hoo. So, moving on, and this fucking hell.
Fucking idiot. It's not
I'm used to touchscreen. I'm sorry. The famous Idaho. Fuck.
Idaho? Idaho? Will!
Idaho.
Idaho?
Oh, there we go. Next time we play a team from Idaho, we gotta say Idaho. There we go. Anyways, it's okay. It's just as good, if not better, than Louisiana.
It's Louisiana is better, in my thorough professional opinion.
Anyways, we got the Potato Bowl, Kent State versus Wyoming. We picked Wyoming, and Wyoming just they blew up on offense.
They did.
Their quarterback had 4 rushing touchdowns and 200 yards running.
Oh.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, so big game for Wyoming on offense. They got the dub by 21. And the Frisco Bowl, one we were both wrong on. We both picked UTSA.
Oh, my God. No, let me beeps last.
And number 24, San Diego State, actually finally showed up on offense and got the dub, 38-24.
Let me beeps last.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yep. Still a good season for both teams. This is San Diego State's record 12th win in the season.
Okay.
So UTSA will finish 12-2 as well.
All right.
So, hey, I really thought after Utah State kicked the shit out of them, I thought UTSA would have gotten it. And I didn't see why San Diego State was favored, but hey, they won. So
congratulations.
So,
and that's all the bowl games.
Yeah, that's the bowl games that happened. I am 8-3. You are 6-5.
I have a winning record. I'm okay with that.
Anyways, the next bowl game's up, and I'm not going to go too far into detail, but the ones you should really look out for, fucking hell, I almost did it again. Next ones you should look out for, I believe, I've been looking more in depth. I would really keep an eye on the Houston-Auburn game, the Boston College-East Carolina game, and and as weird as it may sound, the Miami-North Texas game.
Woo! What? Miami plays North Texas?
Miami, Ohio.
Okay, just say of Ohio then.
Sorry. And the Gasparilla Bowl as well. UCF in Florida. That's one I've been looking at too. That's probably one I'm gonna watch. But yeah, that's just the ones to look out for. Now we move on to more things to talk about. New policy, and this is a new policy that was just announced today. New policy about COVID-related forfeits in the CFP.
Okay.
And I explained this to Alex before we started. He's a little upset. I'm a little upset too. Okay. So say a team. So say hypothetically, not saying this is gonna happen, but say hypothetically, Bama and Cincinnati game, right? Cincinnati has to pull out because of COVID, like they forfeit. Bama would move on to the national title game. Say hypothetically in the national title game, it's Bama, Georgia. Hypothetically, one team pulls out. Let's just say Georgia. If Georgia pulls out because of COVID, the furthest they can pull out, and the furthest they will push the national title game to, and I'm pretty sure this is the farthest, is between January 14th to January 21st. And if they cannot make it by then, Bama wins the national title by forfeit.
They could reschedule it to a later date.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a new policy that was just announced today, and we both already talked about it, and it's not really something that we're really crazy about.
No,
you know what I mean?
I don't think anyone's crazy about it.
I mean, it sucks.
COVID.
It sucks.
Omicron.
Yeah,
Omicron.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb, but
I hate it.
But I know one team that probably most likely will not have to do this. Michigan. The whole team is getting the booster shot together. So smart work, smart by Harbaugh. Anyways, and this brings me to my next point. This is big, and this is going to affect one of our predictions for the bowl games.
Yeah, we talked a little.
And we're going to have to predict this again at some point. Texas A&M is out of the Gator Bowl against Wake Forest
due to COVID.
Due to COVID-related issues, and they don't have enough players because of injuries as well. So Texas A&M is out of the Gator Bowl. Wake Forest is now without an opponent, and sources say, by sources I mean ESPN that I read this morning, Wake Forest does not want to end the season without playing. They want to play the game. They will not accept the loss. They will not accept the win. They want to play. So NCAA is, quote, aggressively looking for an opponent for Wake Forest. Who knows? I think whoever it is at this point, it's a dead-ass pick for Wake Forest, because who else are they going to pick?
Yeah.
To face them. So
5-17 probably.
Yeah.
There's ESPN telling you to go subscribe to the Skoop Sports podcast. Did Wake Forest have an opponent?
No, it's NFL Week 16 buzz.
Oh.
An article on the NFL.
I don't care about that because my Seahawks are out of the playoffs.
Hey, my Bengals are still in, so we're good. Anyways, but yeah, that sucks for Texas A&M.
That sucks for the seniors.
It does, really does. But all right, moving on. It's prediction time.
Yep, and for those of you who haven't put it together yet, this is the penultimate finale for our college football edition of the podcast this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make my prediction for the FCS because we didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
It's North Dakota State versus Montana State.
And that's for the national championship.
North Dakota State's gonna win.
Okay,
I'm picking North Dakota State.
All right.
I'm not gonna go too far in depth because that's not what we do here.
Yeah, we're FBS.
Yeah, we do FBS. I mean, now I would not be against doing FCS at some point, but that would just take more time.
That's just so long, and we don't have a lot of time to begin with.
I don't know. I'm somebody who likes to do FCS as well because FCS has some fun games.
They do. The FCS is as a whole is just a fun league.
Yeah. But, anyways, now we got that out the way. I picked North Dakota State. But then again, Montana State might do it because Sam Houston State was favored by like 20 against them, and Montana State won. So, I don't know. We'll see. Sam Houston State's going to be in the Conference USA soon, too.
All right, first game up.
All right, we got number 1 Alabama versus number 4 Cincinnati. What bowl is that?
It is the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic.
The Cotton Bowl Classic. We got Alabama against Cincinnati. Oh, I really want to pick Cincinnati, dude.
I'm biased. I feel that.
I want to pick Cincinnati. No, it's not just because of that. It's because they're a group of 5. How do you not want to pick them? Mm-hmm. You know, how do you not? Okay,
I want to pick them too.
How do you not want to pick the underdog? You know, this is one of those situations. Oh, you're being called.
You can wait.
But my mind, with all the upsets, my gut's saying Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
With all the upsets, and Cincinnati's more than capable of doing it.
Yeah,
I think. I mean, if they weren't, why are they here?
Mm-hmm.
You know. But Bama has found ways
to win
against the odds. Like, they beat the nation's best defense in convincing fashion, and that was Georgia.
Yep.
And against all the odds, we've picked against Alabama. Well, I've picked against Alabama multiple times this year.
Mm-hmm.
And they've found a way to win every single time. I'm picking Bama in a close one. Bama will find a way to get it done.
Well, I'm not going to go with my gut anymore.
Behind Mr. Heisman, Bryce Young.
Logical Alex is coming into play, and so I'm also going to be picking Bama. It pains me to say that. Go Bearcats.
Yeah, right.
Go Bearcats!
I'm going to be honest with you. I really want Cincinnati to win.
I do too.
I really want them to win.
We've established this will.
Yes, I want them to win, but I'm sorry, Bearcats. I said I would pick you all the rest of the season after beating Notre Dame. I just can't here.
You're playing Alabama.
Yeah. And this isn't the Bama of the past either. No. I know that. This isn't dominant Alabama, but it's still Alabama, and they found ways to win all season long. Mm-hmm. So.
And, yeah, I'm also picking Cincinnati, as much as it pains me to say this. Or not Cincinnati. Fuck me. Alabama. I want to pick Cincinnati. Stop it. I want to pick Cincy, but I'm not. I'm picking Bama. So is ESPN. Unfortunately, a matchup predictor for ESPN. Thank you. Has Alabama winning at a 71.7% chance to win. And Vegas is also picking Vegas by 13. Or what is wrong with me? Vegas is picking Vegas by 13.5.
Vegas is picking Vegas.
Oh, I feel like they can put it together. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
Help. All right. Last game of the college football semifinal. Georgia and Michigan. At the Capital One Orange Bowl. I have a feeling that it's going to be closer than what the matchup predictor's putting it out to be.
What's the matchup predictor saying?
67.6% in favor of Georgia.
Well, that's not surprising. Michigan had a very impressive performance in the Big Ten title game.
They're capable of pulling upsets.
And they had like I said before, they had a very impressive performance against Iowa. In the Big Ten title game, 42-3.
Yeah. So I mean,
Michigan's gonna be hot. I don't know who to pick here because Georgia is still Georgia, despite losing to Bama. I believe Bama's the one team that has their number, but after seeing Michigan's performance against Iowa, I don't know. Because I know it's Iowa, and I know they're not a playoff team like Georgia.
Anymore.
I don't think they ever were, really. But
who cares?
But looking at this, I really... shit.
We thought we was going to see a playoff with Iowa.
I thought Georgia was going to be number one all season and was going to win the national title. Now, after seeing them lose to Bama like that, I'm not so sure.
Again, every single team in the playoff is 12-1 except for Cincinnati.
Well, Cincinnati has to be undefeated in order to make it. So, I mean, they have to be undefeated. Oh, my God. Who to pick? Georgia. Despite the Bama loss, it's so hard to pick against Georgia still.
Yeah.
It's so hard to pick against Michigan too. Like Michigan has looked so goddamn impressive this year. Like towards the end, at least. But I know this may sound like SEC bias from me, but the SEC is probably the toughest conference in college football.
Yeah, and that's why there's that bias. It's the hardest conference in football.
I'm picking Georgia. and it's gonna be. I'm thinking overtime here. It's gonna be close, but Georgia gets it done in a fairly low-scoring defensive battle. I think Georgia gets it done.
I am also going to pick Uga.
Okay.
That's their dog's name.
I know.
Uga.
Okay.
Hey, Uga. Anyway, the ESPN matchup predictor for matchup predictors of ESPN says that Uga has a 67.6% chance to win, and Vegas is also going to be picking Uga by 7.5. So we follow up an extremely long episode of Skoop Sports Podcast with an extremely short episode of the Skoop Sports Podcast. I think it's fair. We did all the bowl games last week. You know.
Yeah, right.
It's fair.
Right.
Plenty fair, right?
Yeah, y'all don't want to hear our voices, you know.
Yeah. So, we're just tired too.
Final thoughts on the whole season for Marshall? Probably back next year. I mean, we got some really good recruits. We got the highest recruiting class in the Conference USA.
Too bad we're not going to be in the Conference USA.
I mean, we probably will next year and then leave in 2023.
Well, looks like that ship is ours. Hopefully.
Yeah, who knows? If we do leave next season, so be it.
Who cares? I'm prepared to leave anyway.
Right.
But
what's the name for the Georgia-Michigan game? The bowl game?
A Capital One Orange Bowl.
Oh, yeah, the Orange Bowl.
It's colored right here. That one.
That one.
But yeah. They obviously could have done better. They lost to teams that they shouldn't have, but that's just Marshall. They do that.
I wish they wouldn't.
Oh well.
Yeah.
But either way, they were still somehow in contention for the East title,
You picked Georgia, right?
I did.
Okay.
But still, Marshall was in contention for the East division in the conference, which is huge for Huff. That's what people are ignoring. There are also still rumors that he is going to leave. No, it's his first year.
He's not leaving.
My uncle brought it up, and I'm like, no, he's not going to leave after his first year.
He's not leaving.
No. Because, I mean, yeah, bigger schools are offering him, but what if he goes over there and screws it up?
No, he just because he's going in for interviews doesn't exactly mean that he's leaving. He just wants to see what he's worth. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's a common thing. Nobody ever complains when a player goes in, like, okay, hypothetically, talking about the NBA here. Say Kevin Durant were to go into the free agency, but then he just goes right back to the Nets. Mm-hmm. Just because you go into free agency doesn't mean you're exactly going to go to another team.
It's just trying to see how much you're really worth.
Yes, because say a team like Cleveland were to make him a 20, I don't know how much players make anymore. They give him a really lucrative contract. That's how much he's worth, and that's how much, he believes he's worth, obviously.
Mm-hmm. And Huff is a good coach, seriously.
But it's the same thing here, really. Because he got because he got an offer from Duke, he got an offer from Virginia Tech. Those are two definites. But
he's probably not going to leave Marshall after his first year.
We'll see.
Dumb.
We'll see what happens, but I don't think he's leaving.
No, he's not. He can't leave after his first year.
As for some new recruits we got, though, we got a couple transfers. One of them from Miami. Mm-hmm. Yes, I think he's a running back. Which, get in line. Get in line.
Get in line.
You got Rasheen Ali. He had to have broken some freshman records. He had to have. Mm-hmm. There was nothing on the news, though, about it. But, anyways, 23 touchdowns on the year as a freshman?
Yeah.
Against Louisiana, put up 160 yards and 3 touchdowns?
Ridiculous. Also, notice how we started to throw the ball more. They're just giving it to Ali.
Yeah, because Grant... we got Cole Pennington, the son of Chad Pennington.
I feel bad for the kid. He's under a lot of pressure now.
Oh, yeah. He's got some big shoes to fill.
Mm-hmm.
But I really... give Cole a chance at starter. I'm sorry.
I don't think Grant's that guy
After
anymore.
Grant's performance against Louisiana, that just kind of let me know that that's just how he's going to perform against the good teams. Mm-hmm. And that's not good. I'm sorry. But it just seems to me that he can only put up good performances against bad teams.
Mm-hmm.
Which, don't get me wrong, that's great. At least he's not doing bad the whole season.
Mm-hmm. He's mediocre at best, pretty much.
Yes. I mean, if he would just...
aside from Western Kentucky, before he got hurt, he was doing pretty well.
Well, yeah. That's just because Western Kentucky don't have a defense.
Mm-hmm.
That Western Kentucky would have easily won the conference if they had a defense.
Mm-hmm.
Easily. They'd be ranked.
But before we start ranting anymore...
Anyways, yeah.
It's time to end. Thank you guys for joining in for what was an awesome season of college football. We should only have one more game or two to predict after this.
Yep.
And, yeah.
College basketball.
Basketball.
We could start it next week. You never fucking know.
We could start it next week, or we just cannot do an episode next week. You never know. Well, we'll see you guys later, and Merry fucking Christmas.
You filthy animals.
You're a fucking dick. Bye.
Bye.